out about EO because a mentor of mine at the time is a member of EO and he raved about it, so I knew it must be good.
I was at a Tony Robbins event and my partner that they put me with, who was at that time probably the most successful person that I'd met, was a member of EO and just told me all about it and raved all about it to me.
Yeah, I was recommended Entrepreneurs Organisation from another EO member. I noticed how she did business, noticed how she scaled up, and I asked her the question, what have you done? Where can I learn more? How can I find out a lot more about not just how she did business, but how she scaled up her business? And very humbled, she recommended EO to me. She was a member, and the experience for me has been a really positive one.
I was lucky enough to have an EO member introduce me to the Accelerator program when our business was relatively small. So it was really cool. As soon as I saw it, I'd heard about EO before, I knew that it was something I'd want to join because I was never quite there to join it before.
I came across EO through my connection with Mike O'Hagan, who's a former EO member and EO alumni. Actually caught up with him 2 months ago. Actually, he's one of our mentors now in the mentor program.
I joined EO to be around like-minded people, other business owners who are doing similar things to what I'm doing and more.
I had an interior design company and I was always looking to learn and grow and do more and be more and share more, and was seeking help and answers in a community.
Yeah, I was a startup business. I'm an Army veteran-owned business. We're a very niche product for a niche market. We're 2 years in business, and I had a lot to learn. There was many aspects of business about scaling up, about cash flow, about strategy, about the execution, and I was open to new ideas. I think my wife had enough of me talking about business at the dinner table and our lunchtime coffees, and she said, you need to find someone else. You need to find a forum to talk about business. I've always been open to mentorship, open to new ideas, and EO appealed to me about personal growth, but also business growth. And for me, it's not a transactional relationship. For me, it has been transformational on how I approach, adapt, bring on new learnings into the business.
It was about being around like-minded people or people that are in the same boat as you. I think in my entrepreneurial journey, I found that that's very different from, hanging around with people that have jobs, and the EO and the Accelerator program was about people that are in the same place as me.
Yeah, look, when I first met him, and they didn't have Accelerator, actually. So I was just looking at it as I wanted to join EO. I wanted $1 million business, and that's what I wanted, and I wanted to know how to get there. We struggled through that for a couple of years, and then I realised that EO Brisbane had opened up this Accelerator program. So when I joined, I think we were probably doing about maybe 400, maybe $500,000, maybe. And yeah, it took about 18 months to graduate. So we grew, about 100% year on year for a couple of years.
The EO Accelerator program has helped my business by learning to put in better strategies, execution, and people management into our daily processes. It has allowed the business to grow for the better because the whole team has a clearer vision of where we want to be, and we have a clear plan on how to get there.
It has allowed me, I guess, to share this journey with others and help me along the way. I think that the network of people that you get exposed to is really unique, and you know that they have the same goals and aspirations and, I guess, beliefs and values. So you're able to learn a lot really fast. And there's just a huge fundamental focus on learning and teaching, and I just love that because that's what I'm so passionate about, just to share that and get that consistently in fun, exciting, new, different ways it helps me grow so fast.
It's doubled my revenue. Bottom line up front, some advice from one session in particular, the power of one, the power of your products made me realise in my market, I was certainly not billing what others in the market were doing, but also made me appreciate our market leadership. So fundamentally, in the space of been in 1 year to the day tomorrow, and to be very proud that not only have I personally grown, my business growth and its maturity, but from a profit and loss point of view, we've doubled our revenue just from being in EO.
Certainly, in coming into the Accelerator program, it provided through the training days and the group days. What it's done is just change my whole outlook on business, right? Just put a whole lot of structure around it that never would have allowed us the ability to scale. So it's had a huge impact. Probably the best business decision I made in 10 years to get involved in EO.
Probably from my background, engineering background, very logistics, very systems oriented, the scaling up program that Accelerator sort of provides really aligned well with me. And I guess that experience of going through the motions of growing your business from that sort of inception, nothing, through that chasm that they call it, up to that $1 million mark. It's really put a lot of structure in place. I heard somebody refer to it this morning as the scaffolding for the building. We might have gotten there anyway, but it wouldn't be as robust as it is now. And having gone through, I guess even COVID over the last couple of years, we've leveraged a lot of those systems and lent on a lot of those systems to stay relevant, to stay where we are and to understand our market better. So
my top learning would be to just indulge and speak from experience. That has changed my leadership skills. I now use it as a coaching tool for my leadership team. So instead of micromanaging them and telling them what to do, I ask them questions, I share experience, so they think for themselves, they do their own problem solving, and in turn now they are leading the rest of the team to do better.
This is probably a unique one, but we were away at an event and it was an event of all different business people from all different worlds and different industries, and extremely successful people there, but to see nobody having their phones, everyone fully immersing themselves, and to know that you can grow your business to a level where it can be extremely successful, extremely profitable, but you can actually also step away and do things for yourself and enjoy other people's company without being disconnected from all of that. I think that was actually really nice to see, because I think I thought for a long time that the only way to be successful is to work hard, and you see all these people actually working really smart.
We're good at strategy. We're good at the view for the big picture. We're good at linking strategic objectives to tactical actions. But the cash flow is king or queen. There's no doubt. Understanding the difference between profit, understanding the difference between revenue, and really having that deliberate planning to scale up. Scaling up can be frightening. To start your own business can be frightening. To go into this venture and put all your chips on the table and really have a good shake of the actual chance of business is what I've learned from EO. The ability to understand at any point of the year what is your position financially, so that you have informed decisions to implement your strategic plan, the way you bring on staff, the right fit for your business. When you're scaling up, people generally want you or the products that you started. And as you build maturity into your business, making sure that standardized approach, that the single view of the customer, the feedback from the customer, but it's a very comprehensive program with EO. It's just not strategy, it's not just cash, it includes people and execution. And for me, it has been a step change in how we approach our business, but also how we bring people into our business and how we have a cash flow that makes our business sustainable.
The experience sharing, the Gestalt mindset, learning from the experience of others, it's something I feel like I've been pretty good at from a young age, but this just took it to a whole new level. And being around people that are both growing their business and have successful businesses at the the EOA and the EO level, just completely changed my experience of business as a whole. I came in, I found my tribe. We could speak and talk the same language, and people understand what you're going through because we're all on this sort of journey together.
I am now looking to double my revenue within the next 18 months, thanks to EO and the Accelerator program.
My goal eventually is to have a business that runs passively and allows me to actually just focus on contribution. That would be my ultimate goal, is to be able to set my business up in a way that it can fund my lifestyle that I would like, and then I have the time to be able to just give back and contribute to others.
Yeah, for our business, it is exciting. We're in an industry with rapid growth, but we always get back to the values of our company and making sure we're very deliberate in our approach. For us, it's not about a dollar figure. We get that ego out of it. It's about the growth, personal and business growth, and that maturity to be sustainable. And that's the part of EO that I really respond to. The conversations aren't predicated on how much you're earning or what is your profit or how many staff you have. There's a genuine care and consideration to invest in others. And for me, that mentorship, that guidance with like-minded business people who aren't just there to make a dollar, but actually want to make a difference in their community, in their society, or even in this country.
Over the time frame, in 3 years, we've become a social enterprise. We want to go to 10 hub we want to have 10 hub countries. So that's kind of a crazy thought of ours. And I suppose that's the other nice thing about it is if I go out into my wider friendship group, right, and I go, we want to be in 10 countries, I get a lot of, you crazy, man. And when I do that in this environment, in the EO and Accelerator environment, everyone's like, yeah, you can do that. Just, you'll do that, right? And they kind of go, yeah, I've heard of that before. Yeah, that guy did that, and that guy did that, and that guy did that. And you're like, yeah, okay, it's possible. So that's what the journey is for me. Yeah.
I guess it's a constant challenge. I set fairly high expectations, so when we struggle to meet them, and we're going through a bit of a growth. We had been going through a growth spurt, and now we're going through a bit of a consolidation phase. But I'm not worried about that. We've got I've got forum next week, and it's my turn to do a deep dive, and so I'm going to be challenged by my peers on how to continue to scale my business out and put those things in place. At the end of the day, I know that I've got a network, an immediate network, just Brisbane locally of 70 plus, 80, 100 members, but then countrywide, internationally, that I can tap into, that they've all been here. We've all been there. We've all been into businesses that, started plateau for a little bit and then they jumped, So, this is just another part of that roller coaster.